Hey guys, I'm CMA Supra and welcome to another Company of Heroes video. And I am mad. I just recorded this, I got to the very end of the game, and my computer restarted because it's past 3 a.m. And that's when my computer's set to restart when there's an update, and I thought it would have asked me to restart or delay the restart, but it didn't. It didn't because I'm watching this in full screen, so it doesn't ask you. Apparently it's behind the full screen viewing of this game. Anyways, I'm playing as Americans. My opponent is the Wehrmacht, and we're playing on Sturzdorf. And as you can see, I have big head mode turned on. If you don't know how to turn it on, it's part of the game, just a console command. You open the console with Control Shift tilde key at the left of the 1 key on your keyboard, and type in EE underscore big head mode, no caps, none at all, open parenthesis, 1, close parenthesis, and if that turns it on. If you want to turn it off, you do the same thing but with a 0. And if you couldn't catch what I said, just look it up. It's really simple. But yeah, there's a really nice close-up of big head mode. Anyways, in this game, it's pretty one-sided for the beginning of the game, and then mid-game it becomes... It's still one-sided, but it's not as one-sided. And then at the end game, it just completely turns around, and I am losing, and I win with a one-man rifle squad. That's pretty much it. I basically have to counter 4 tigers from my opponent using really good micro. And at the end, I have a one-man rifle squad who captures a victory point, and that wins it for me. So it's a really close ending, really good micro, but the rest of the game, the beginning and middle, are more one-sided. It just really turns around at the end game. So, okay, what else is there to talk about? I had this done so well, and then I was really happy with the commentary, and then my computer restarted, and it didn't save any of the audio. Apparently Sony Vegas does not save the audio as you're recording it. Instead, it saves it at the very end when you say, yes, save it, or no, delete it. I hate that. Any program where you're streaming something or creating something on the fly should save it as you go. If any of you are software developers, do that. It's not hard to implement. I'm a developer myself, and I do it in all the programs I write. If there's something streaming, I save it as it goes, not at the very end. So, yeah. So, in the game, going back to that, we have some pioneers on the right side. I found my opponent is focusing on the left side. He has the fuel and munitions point over there. He did successfully on the right side take his pioneers and move them out of range of my rifles. So I was like, really? It's the first time anyone's ever been able to do that to me. Wow, are you skillful or something? Or did I just fail? In reality, I just failed. But luckily, he has twists and turns he has to go through, so I'm able to get back in range, and he has to retreat, and I believe I killed a whole squad, if I remember correctly, from 45 minutes ago when I started recording this. And yes, I do. And now he has an MG that shows up, and I'm like, oh really? You're gonna send your MG that far forward, are you? Well, I have 2 rifle squads over there, so your MG is screwed. And little do I know he actually has a Volk squad over there, so I'm like, oh, you have a Volk squad. Maybe you're not as screwed as I thought you were. But then he makes a mistake. He moves his Volks toward the squad that his MG is firing at. That is not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have your Volks behind the MG, covering the back of your MG. So I move my rifles to the back of his MG, he's forced to move. I chase with my rifles, and I have 1 rifle squad shooting at Volks. He has to retreat his MG because he's moved it too far away from his Volks to have his Volks support it. And basically I won that because he moved his Volks too far forward. That's really what won it for me. If he hadn't done that, he might have won that engagement, but he didn't. So I'm like, yay, I can cut you off from the right side entirely by taking these 2 points, and there's nothing you can do about it, even if you do send a Volk squad here. So I put 1 rifle squad in the house next to his low fuel point. I am planting mines on the right side around this high fuel. I didn't actually want the fuel, I just wanted to make sure my opponent didn't get it. So I planted mines, and then I want to focus more on the middle of the map and the left of the map, because as you can see if you look at the mini-map, my opponent has the left of the map. I have everything else. So I'm like, okay, I need to focus on pushing on the left side. And I do go with BARs rather than an M8 because that's normally what I do as Americans, and I also know that my opponent is pretty much cornered into his base, so he doesn't have much in terms of a fuel income where I'm going to need an M8 to counter something he brings out. I just know that BARs are going to do well because he's only going to have infantry. You did see me upgrade minesweepers over on this engineer squad, and they happened to find a mine right there as soon as they got the upgrade. So I'm like, yay, that's perfect timing. And I'm glad whoever told me to start using minesweepers months ago or weeks ago, I don't know when it was, I am still using your tip, and it is working out quite well, so I'm very glad you told me that. I don't know who you were, because it was a long time ago, and I didn't bother to look before starting this commentary, but I am very glad that you told me to start using minesweepers, because it's worked out really, really well for me. By the way, this game is what got me to level 12 as Americans, and the game after this is what got me to level 12 as Panzer Elite. So I'm now level 12 as Americans Panzer Elite. I am proud of myself. And I'm level 9 as Brits, level 10 as Wehrmacht. I need to work on my Wehrmacht score. I'm fine with 9 as Brits. I suck at Brits as Brits, so I'm fine with being 9 as them. But Wehrmacht is one of my best factions. I don't know how I'm level 10 as Wehrmacht, but I am. So as you can see, my opponent is really trying hard. That rifle squad is retreating the wrong way. They're gonna die. They died, yeah. Luckily, my other rifle squad retreated the right way because I moved them back a little bit. And hey, a dead pioneer squad. Over there where the mine exploded. So I'm like, hey, let's place another mine there. You seem to really like that spot. You lost both your pioneers there. But as I was saying, my opponent is trying really, really hard to uproot me from his low fuel point next to his base. I'm not sure if that was the best idea, but he wanted to. And he was successful at it because he has a sniper now. And that sniper is what did it in for me. That's how I lost my squad, I think. I don't know. He wouldn't have had it if he didn't have that sniper, though, because I was in a building and had BARs. And I had 2 rifle squads. He had 2 Volks, but he didn't have BARs, obviously. Volks don't have BARs. And he also didn't have MP40s, which is what Volks can have. So now I'm building a motor pool because... yeah, motor pool, not supplier. Motor pool. And the reason for that is it's because it's just what I do as Americans. I go BARs first, and then motor pool. And look at that MG. It's just dying. It must have had such low health, and there it goes. It's just dead. I didn't even have to bother flanking it with my other rifle squad. I just, like, my first rifle squad can shoot you at point blank, and you will win. No, not you will win. I will win. Now look at this. I am chasing his sniper all the way into his base. I click on his bunker, and I check to see if the arc of fire will let me in his base, and it will. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can get in his base? I was not aware of that. So I go around the corner, the MG is not firing at me, and I am in his base now. That's just hilarious. But sadly it doesn't work out for me because the sniper is there, and so is a double vet Volk squad, so I just have to retreat. That just sucks. But I was in his base. I chased his sniper all the way to his base. And I would say that was really useful because it makes sure that his sniper can't do any damage to me as I'm capturing points on the left side of the map. And I'm really not being contested on the right side at all. He did take his low fuel back and the plus 16 munitions to the right of it. But now I'm being contested. There we go. Volk squad with the BAR. But I wasn't being contested, so I still have the right side of the map. He is pushing me back in the middle, but I did take the leftmost fuel. So it's kind of balanced. He doesn't have much map control. That fact is not changing at all. He doesn't have much map control for most of the game, actually. And here we go, a first M8 out on the field. So now I have a BAR, and I have an M8, and as always, get the side skirt upgrade before you get the MG upgrade, but always get both, unless you can't afford them. In which case, only get the side skirt upgrade. If you can't get the side skirt upgrade, the M8 is useless. It really is, because 2 Fausts will destroy it. But the side skirt upgrade gives it twice as much health, or something like that. So, always get it. I just made a sniper retreat. That rifle squad needs to retreat as well. Did I retreat them yet? They may have died. No, they're still there. They're on the minimap, but my M8 is out on the field. He has no counter. He has no counter at all from my M8, and that is just awesome. And hey, another Pioneer squad is dead. Like, okay, well, let's go plant another mine there because you seem to like that spot. Like I said earlier, I killed 2 Pioneer squads there. Neither one had minesweepers, I guess, so let's just go plant another mine and we'll kill another Pioneer squad if they decide to come over. Now I have my M8. His MG has retreated. Now he's just shooting at Volks. But his Volks are retreating, so my M8 has nothing to do. It's all bored, but then I'm like, hey, let's go destroy some barbed wire just in case I decide I want green cover. If I want to start using cover for a change. Cover is very important. I always use cover. It's not really a change for me, except at the late game. Late game, I don't use cover at all, really, because my micro just goes out the window. Except in this game. This game, my micro late game was awesome, and it's what saved me. So you can see me getting the first supply yard upgrade now. And hey, let's kill his MG with the M8, because he has no counter to my M8. My M8 has free reign. But you saw me getting the first supply yard upgrade, and the reason for that is I know that I'm not really going to need tanks anytime soon or anything like that, so I can focus on improving my manpower income by reducing my upkeep and also increasing the rate I get veterancy, which is something the supply yard upgrades do. So, yeah. Let's do the supply yard upgrade, because you are cornered into your base, you don't have resources to really do anything about me. Hey, let's go plant a mine in front of your base, but then, oh no, there's storms. Oh, you have storms and a Panzerschreck. You had enough munitions to afford a Panzerschreck. Oh boy. My M8 no longer has free reign, and I know you've gone blitz now, so at some point there's going to be a stew, and there's going to be a tiger if this game goes on long enough, so I have to make sure that doesn't happen. I just got vet 1 on my M8. That is awesome. So he has storms and 2 Volks here, both of which are vet 2. I tell my rifles to charge at his storms because I really want the storms gone. And he has a sniper shooting at me. I do suppress the storms. It was suppressing fire, it just had so many bullets firing at him that they got suppressed and had to retreat. And hear me shoot at the Pioneers! Shoot at the Pioneers! Yes! No defusing the mine for you. No defusing, because I don't want you to defuse that mine. It was a 50 munition mine. Your minesweepers cost 35 munitions. I don't want to make a loss out of it. Luckily, I did kill the whole Pioneer squad, so if he decides to get another minesweeper squad, he will have to spend a total of 70 munitions on the minesweeper, and that means that I will have made money with the mine. I spent 50 munitions to get rid of 70 of my opponent's munitions. So I would be making a profit on the mine if he decides to get another squad and defuse it. Or he can just run it over, that's fine by me. I mean, it does damage, right? That's what a mine is supposed to do. So once again, my M8 has free reign. I know he hasn't reinforced his storms yet, because storms take a while to reinforce. Well, look at me, I'm just wrong. There's the storms. KCH take a long time to reinforce. That's what I was thinking of. Storms take a little longer than Grenadiers, but they don't take long. But he has storms out now, and he has a sniper out. And I decided to chase his storms, apparently. I think I forgot about the sniper. I was too busy trying to save my M8, make sure it didn't get hit by another Shrek shot. And I just successfully did that. I saved my M8. So looking at the minimap now, I have taken complete control of the map except for 4 points, and my opponent does not have much in terms of a fuel income. He has a plus 10 fuel income because he has a plus 5 point, plus the 5 that you start off with. So his fuel income is really, really low. He does have a sniper, but I'm not really worried about it. And look at him defusing my mine. I was so sad. I was like, aw, you just defused a 50 munitions mine. Oh well, I made money out of it, that's fine. And here's the storm squad, and he's throwing a bundle grenade, and I need to retreat. I didn't retreat in time, but luckily it didn't kill my whole squad. I think I didn't retreat in time because of lag. Here's another rifle squad coming in, and I need to kill the Pioneers. Why is he not retreating his Pioneers? He should be retreating. He's not. And down go the Pioneers. And we have a stew on the field. We have a stew. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm not prepared for this. I have no AT except for stickies. And maybe an M8 if you consider that AT. Oh boy. I have nothing to counter the stew. He doesn't know that, which is a good thing. He doesn't know that I have nothing to counter his stew with. But I don't. That's a vet 2 M8. Oh my gosh. That's impressive. I normally only get like vet 1, maybe. Anyways, I have engineers capturing the fuel point on the right, the low fuel point, but I told them to place a mine and then told them to back up. I never actually told them to finish capturing the point until later on when I realized I didn't tell them to capture the point. So where I was going with that is I've basically cut him off from all income of any kind. He has no map control. All he has is a munitions point and a strategic point. And that munitions point may not... Well, it is connected to his base, actually, because of the strategic point there. And now we have our first AT gun, which was in response to the stew, because I had no AT before. I did throw a sticky grenade on the stew, because I obviously want it to be easy for my AT gun to kill, and immobilizing it is the best way to make it easy to kill. Kill the pioneers! No, they got away. Aw. But my rifle squad needs to retreat, my AT gun needs to just set up in a spot where I don't think my opponent's gonna come attack me. Level 2 production is complete on the supply yard, so I went all the way to level 2. I have 311 manpower income. Wow, that's more income than he has for the manpower. And Americans have the high upkeep, so that's pretty impressive. Oh, sniper, you're sniping my AT gun? Really? I could do without that. But okay. I guess it's really smart of you to do that, isn't it? Yeah, he's sniping my AT gun. I don't like it, but I have to deal with it. Because it's my only form of AT, so I have to do my best to make sure he can't keep sniping my AT gun. I have to keep charging up with infantry and then backing up, then charging up and then backing up, and then charging up to make sure he can't safely use his sniper close to my AT gun. But I have to keep moving my AT gun up at the same time so that I can actually hit his stew. Because otherwise it's a useless AT gun. So the stew fired at my Vet 1 rifle squad, but it didn't move after I charged it, which was interesting. So I managed to kill it with the rifle squad sticky. The AT gun I'm sure helped there, because I'm pretty sure the AT gun fired at the stew. I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty sure it did. But now I have a Vet 2 rifle squad, so that's awesome. My opponent's capturing the +5 fuel point back, because he really wants his fuel. Okay. Yeah, that is kind of smart of him, because obviously he needs some map control, and he could use anything. He just doesn't need the fuel. He has nothing he could really do with the fuel except veterancy, which is useful, but it's not what he needs. He needs manpower, because he has the ability to buy storms and stews from Blitz, which only cost manpower. My engineers are in trouble, but I don't retreat them. Hey, his sniper's still alive, and it's Vet 1. Because they paid for it, not because it has so many kills. If it was an American sniper, it would probably be like Vet 2. But it died! And I have a Vet 3 rifle squad now, and I'm going to retreat it because they can't beat the vetted Volks. Yeah, Vet 3 rifle squad, that is awesome. I have kept them alive long enough and made them do so much killing that they are now Vet 3. And Vet 3 rifles, if you don't know, are extremely deadly. Like, they can beat anything, pretty much. Even Vet 3 Grenadiers. So now I have a Jeep, and when I first got the Jeep, when it popped out of the barracks, I'm like, oh, I forgot to cancel that, because my original reason for buying the Jeep was to counter his sniper, but then I killed his sniper just by chance with a rifle squad. And that's what made them Vet 3. So like, oh, I meant to cancel the Jeep. But okay, I have a Jeep now. We shall use it. And I used it quite effectively to protect the middle victory point and the middle strategic point. And it did its job, it did it well, but then there's Shrek storms coming, so like, oh, let's move the Jeep away. And we have another stew on the field. Came out a little while ago, didn't mention it. But it is out, and that really sucks. This rifle squad needs to retreat. I keep burping in my mouth. Let's talk about something else. Half track on the left side. So I decided to get a half track because I needed the infield reinforcing, and then I also figured, I could do with the anti-infantry, that would be useful. It has a longer range anti-infantry gun, the quad. It's longer range than any other anti-infantry weapon in the game except maybe the MG42. So I would say it's a really good upgrade, and that was just the second reason I wanted to buy the half track. The first was infield reinforcing, as I said. The anti-infantry is just a bonus. And there's my Vet 3 rifle squad forcing my opponent to retreat. And now I get to capture the left victory point again, and my opponent still doesn't have much in terms of map control, so that's awesome. And here comes his stew, so I move up my AT gun, it's time to start using it, and that Vet 3 squad just took a shell to the face and took almost no damage for it. And once again, they get another shell to the face and take almost no damage for it. And I think my 50 cal, the quad 50 cal on the half-track just killed the Pioneer squad. I saw 2+2 XPs over there on the left fuel point, so I think they killed the Pioneer squad. So that's awesome. And now I have all 3 victory points. My opponent has 195, now 2, total victory points remaining, because I have almost the entire map. He has taken the +16 munitions on the far right of the map, but I intend to capture that back at some point. AT gun's shooting at the stew, that's good. My Jeep needs to back up before he gets hit by a Shrek. Good. My rifles need to kill the Storm Squad, which is Vet 2. He's had Vet 2 for quite a while, not Vet 3. You probably can't afford Vet 3 with the +10 fuel income. My rifles, he's got Vet 3. No, Vet 1. Yeah, my Vet 3 squad had to retreat. They were already Vet 3. But my rifle squad here just got Vet 1. I start charging him in because I know my opponent doesn't have much supporting his stew, and I really want to sticky the stew, but then he gets so far back into his base, I'm like, oh, you're gonna have base MGs shooting at me. I should probably not charge too far, and let's not go try to kill the stew. Let's not kill ourselves in the process of trying to kill the stew. So I back him up. Over on the right side of the map, we have a Volk squad capturing the victory point, and he's also cut me off from the +16 fuel point, which I'm not really worried about. I'm like, okay, sure, you can do that. I don't really care. I have 355 fuel, and I have no use for it. So I'm like, okay, you can cut me off. I don't care. I just don't want you to have the fuel. And now he's capturing the fuel. So that sucks. But I did call in my first OMCG of the game. This is the first of a few to come in counter to 4 tigers that I have to fight at the end, which was just insane. And what did I get in the OMCG? Rifle squad, ranger squad, an AT gun, and a mortar. Yeah, that's the 4 things I got from the OMCG. And those are pretty much really useful, because I need rangers for the AT, I need rifles for the fighting power and the sticky power, which can do criticals on vehicles, and I need the AT gun to kill his stew as well. And here's the 50 cal on the top of the half track doing its job, shooting at infantry at long range. Bundle grenade completely misses, that's a good thing. His sniper is retreating. He has a pack out on the field now, so I know he's built the tier 2 building, the Creeks Barracks. I just lost a squad on the right, according to the minimap. There you go, you can see them. That's an MP40 Volk squad. I didn't actually realize that when I sent the rifles over there, so yeah, they got decimated, because at point blank, MP40 Volks will easily beat even barred rifles. And yeah, that's what happened. I lost my squad because I didn't think he had MP40s. But he did. So I managed to push him back on the left side, but he has managed to take quite a bit on the right side in terms of map control. I mean, it's not much considering what I have in terms of map control, but he has taken quite a bit back, and I'm not happy about that. So I have to take care of that pretty soon, but he is pressuring me with this stew. Luckily I have an AT gun there, and it should be shooting at this stew. Tell one rifle squad to go over to the right. Ooh, I get sniped from the AT gun, so I no longer have the AT gun, basically. That's not good. And Tao Joso messaged me saying, or whispered to me saying, okay, thanks for the info, I'll try defensive vet. And he was saying that because the game before this one that I played, he was playing as Panzer Elite, and he went with offensive vet. He had like vet 3 on some of his squads, and he was just losing them left and right because he wasn't retreating fast enough. So I told him, try defensive vet, it gives you more time to retreat your squads. That way you don't lose them. That was your only issue. That's why I was beating you so badly last game. And looks like he's gonna listen. Anyways, going back to this game, my opponent did push up with that stew. I did lose my AT gun crew, not the AT gun itself, but I pushed him back because he's afraid of stickies, and I'm capturing the cutoff for the high field point on the right side. My opponent did have it for a little while, which isn't good. And he still has a sniper, oh my gosh. And it's a Vet 2 sniper, so he has Vet 2 on support infantry. A Quad 50 cal is doing its job. That stew of his is doing its job as well. So here we go, some artillery, let's just throw it down. Let's force my opponent to back up because I want the map control. I don't know why I wanted the map control this game, but I wanted it. I don't know why. I was more focused on map control than actually killing his units. I couldn't care less if I killed his units. I just wanted the map control. I guess one reason I could have wanted it was because he has 85 victory points left. So if I had all 3 VPs for a while, he would be losing his pretty soon. That's probably why I wanted the map control. I just wanted to make sure I kept all 3 victory points. And the best way of doing that was just push your opponent back, even if you don't kill his units. And now he has 2 snipers. We just saw 2 snipers fire. So I charge forward with all 3 rifle squads, or rather 2 rifle squads and a ranger squad, and I find cloaked storms. I'm like, oh hi, let's kill these storms, because your snipers are retreating. Might as well kill your storms. That stew is doing quite a number on my infantry. Let's throw some artillery down on it, and back up, because we don't want to lose our squads. He does move before the artillery really does anything. Yeah, you can see there's nothing there that it's firing on now. That was a nice stew shot right there. That was close to wiping out a lot of infantry. So I charge forward with my Vet 3 rifle squad. His Volk squad dies to a mine. And tell his rifle squad, go capture some points now. How many mortars do I have? 1 mortar? Yes. Looking at the mini-map, I think I have 1 mortar. So, oh, that 3 rifle squad needs to retreat it. Is it gonna survive? Is it going to survive? No, the stew takes it out. I just lost a Vet 3 rifle squad. That is not good at all. That really isn't good. Oh. That's a big loss for me, losing a Vet 3 rifle squad, because Vet 3 rifle squads own everything. I can no longer own everything now. I don't have a Vet 3 rifle squad. So I have Rangers attacking the stew. They really should be attacking the Pioneers, there we go. And my rifles are cutting off my opponent from the rightmost field point, the plus 16. So he's no longer getting any income from that, which is a good thing. I also have the rightmost victory point, so his VPs are counting down. He has 49 now. Axis have less than 50 points. Yes, they do. So I'm doing quite well, but I was kind of scared at this point because he is pushing me back. I have almost no AT. His stew has moved forward. Stew versus the half-track. Who will win? Obviously the stew will win. So I have to retreat my half-track, retreat my mortar, retreat everything that was there. And he's pushed into the left side, so now I'm kind of scared. Like, oh gosh, you've pushed me back. Surely a tiger is on coming in soon, because you have quite a bit of CPs. You've had stews for quite a while, and I have most of the infantry doctrine unlocked, so surely your tigers are coming in soon. I was scared of that. And you just heard something get crushed, so guess what that is. I was just talking about it. I won't say what it is, but I was just talking about it, so you should know what it is. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes, the tiger. So yeah, I am scared of losing this, because I have no AT. I have stickies, and I have 1 ranger squad. That's not really good. I also lost my Vet 3 rifle squad, so that's not good either. So I'm like, oh boy, let's sticky the tiger. Let's make it not able to move fast. That rifle squad needs to retreat. They do retreat. Damage engine on the tiger. Aw, my rifle squad died. But damage engine on the tiger. I have 1 victory point. No, I have 2 victory points, the middle and the right one, but he is taking the middle one, so I will have 1. And I decided to send in a lot of what I have on the left victory point, because his tiger's over in the middle, and it has a damaged engine, so it's going to take a little while for it to reach the left side. So I'm like, okay, let's attack everything he has on the left side, and reduce his infantry, and then we'll find a way to take care of this tiger, because I have no way to take care of it. And what I'm thinking of right now is OMCG. as I'm playing this, because off-map combat group is 800 manpower. It costs 800 manpower, but it gives you so much more. And that Tiger is 900 manpower, so I'm hoping for 2 M10s with the OMCG, and that Ranger squad needs to get out of there. I did manage to push him off the left side. He does have a Stew and a Tiger still, and that half-track is not going to win against a Tiger. It wouldn't win against a Stew, it's not going to win against a Tiger. So it needs to get out of there. Retreat my mortar. This rifle squad is going to decap the point and then retreat. And now I'm no longer losing victory points, but neither is my opponent. Which is not good for me because he has 33 victory points remaining. I need to get rid of those victory points of his. I really need to get rid of them so that we can hurry up and win this game before he has the ability to afford another Tiger and before that Tiger does much damage. So his Stew is chasing my half-track. Do I move my half-track? It's at least rotating. I assume I move it. Yes, I move it just very, very slowly, apparently. It has pathing issues. I'm like, oh gosh. I have nothing to counter this Tiger. I have nothing to counter this Stew. I am pushed all the way back in my base. How on earth am I going to win this? Am I going to lose because I played so terribly in the mid-game? I might lose because of it. And that would not be good. That would be pretty embarrassing. Because in the mid-game, I was actually intentionally playing bad. I was like, why waste my energy playing, putting my best into this game when my opponent is trapped in his base and he's not really getting anywhere. I don't need to waste my energy, so let's just tone down the amount of energy I'm putting into the game. Let's play a little lazily. And now it's hurting me, because I'm pushed back into my base. And he has a Tiger and a Stew that I can't counter. So that really sucks. I did almost throw down artillery, but I knew my opponent would be watching his Stew, so I was like, nah. We'll just avoid it. It won't do anything. But let's get another OMCG, because I have 800 manpower. And I got 2 M10s. That is exactly what I wanted. Like I said earlier, I was hoping for 2 M10s. That's what I got. I also got a mortar and a rifle squad, but that's not... Well, the mortar is important, actually. The fact that I have 2 mortars now is actually going to help me tremendously later on in this game. You'll just see. Those are hero mortars. But, I sent my 2 M10s forward, killed a Stew. You're facing your rear armor at me. No, now you're not. Now you're not. But you were, and you're going to lose it. Although I have a Tiger firing at me. Oh gosh, back up M10s. Back up, don't die. We don't want to lose our M10s. Let's charge forward with the infantry, make the Tiger not able to chase our M10s. And hopefully the Tiger won't kill our M10. Destroyed engine, that's not good. Oh, out of control. Yep, M10's gone. But I have Rangers shooting at the Tiger. Rangers suck at penetrating. Recoilless rifles are far better than bazookas because bazookas can't penetrate. Recoilless rifles do a little less damage, but they penetrate so much more often. It is so worth it to get recoilless rifles over bazookas if you don't mind the lack of anti-infantry capability that airborne squads have. But I sticky the Tiger. I get behind it with my Ranger squad. Surprisingly, he doesn't actually turn his Tiger around. So I'm like, okay, I'm behind you with my Ranger squad. Let's chase with the M10. Hopefully we can destroy this Tiger. It's a Vet 2 Tiger, hopefully it'll die. I have my rifle squad shooting at the anti-tank gun over there because I'm just like, oh boy. I don't want that killing my M10. So there we go. AT gun decrewed. Ranger still firing at the Tiger. M10 firing at the Tiger from behind. Just watch this battle. This is amazing. Destroyed engine. Tiger's a sliver of health, so is my M10, not to 8. Tiger destroyed. It misfires, and my M10 dies. It got Vet 2, and then died. That really sucked. At least I killed the Tiger. At least I killed the Tiger at the cost of 2 M10s. And he now has a bunker on the left VP, which was really smart, an MG bunker. But I'm going to artillery that because he doesn't have defensive bunkers, obviously. He's gone blitz, so just put artillery on the bunker and it should get destroyed, and then we can capture the left victory point once again. And if you look at the top, my opponent actually has all 3 victory points, so he's pushed me back. He's done a good job pushing me back. He did push me back all the way into my base. I had a Ranger squad and a Rifle squad that scared him, and that's what pushed me out of my base. I'm not doing so well anymore because of the lazy playing I was doing mid-game. There we go, the mortar killed the bunker because the artillery didn't. And here we're playing cat and mouse with the sniper. Cat and mouse with the sniper. And he's playing cat and mouse with me. So I just keep moving back and forth. Who's gonna kill who? Let me get close to you. Let me kill you. No, you're running away? Okay, well, I'm just gonna go look over on the left and deal with other things that I have to deal with while you're there. And then I come back and my ranger squad is dead. What on earth killed my ranger squad? It's either a tiger shot or a bundle grenade, one of the two. It wasn't a stew shot, it was too small of an explosion. And it obviously wasn't bullets because they all died at the same exact time, and there was an explosion involved in their death. So either the tiger shot or a bundle grenade, one of the two killed them. It's like, oh great, that sucks. But hey, I have 800 manpower, let's get another OMCG going. Sticky the tiger, because this is the second tiger he has out, which sucks. And once again I get 2 M10s with the OMCG, that is just perfect. And then, hey, a spinny guy. If you play with big head mode turned on, you'll get like a spinny guy every game. In all the games I played with it on, I actually did get at least one spinning guy per game. I just thought it was funny. So I zoom in on them all the time, watch them spin. I actually got one game where the guy spun endlessly. He never stopped spinning until he despawned because of time. But that was just funny, that game. So now I have 2 M10s. I am circling the tiger. He does back himself into a corner very well. So I'm like, okay, let's just run away over to the right side because we don't want to get shot at by the tiger. We cannot penetrate its front very easily. So let's go over to the right side and bring it over here. Now it's chasing us, so let's circle the tiger again. And you can see my M8 doing some damage. If you get an M8 in an OMCG and you're facing a tiger like I am, use the M8 because the M8, even if it doesn't penetrate, will still do 10% of the damage it would have done if it had penetrated. So it'll still damage the tiger, even if it doesn't penetrate the armor. Once again, I decided to not throw down artillery because my opponent is obviously watching his tank. And there we go. His tiger is dead. That's the second tiger dead. Main gun destroyed on the M10. Will it survive? It does. Barely survive. Without that M8 there, it probably actually wouldn't have survived because the tiger probably would have gotten a second hit on it. And now my opponent is salvaging the tiger wreck. Very smart of him, if he's in need of munitions. Which he probably is, considering I had most of the map for most of the game. And now we have a third tiger on the field. Oh my gosh. I have to deal with the third tiger and a stew. He still has a stew. Oh boy. Hey, a mortar round killed the sniper. That is awesome. And there goes my M10. So once again, I have nothing to counter his tiger with. I have a rifle squad in this building because there's a bunker there and I have nothing to destroy the bunker with. I could have used artillery, but it didn't occur to me when I was playing. Because, I don't know. I was too busy trying to deal with the tigers, I guess. I didn't really think about the fact that I could have used artillery on the bunker and taken the middle victory point. So as you can see, my opponent has pushed me back. He now has half the map under his control. He has a tiger and a stew, both of which I can't counter. My mortars need to retreat. You've actually seen the mortars do quite a bit of killing. So the fact that I got 2 mortars from the OMCGs has actually been really, really good for me. But, yeah. A tiger and a stew that I can't counter. I have a Vet 2 rifle squad, which is going to try and capture this victory point. But I don't think they're going to be successful. No, they're not. They're dead. So, yeah, that's a Vet 2 rifle squad just lost. But here we go, another OMCG. And what do I get? 1 M10 and an M8. So I've actually been pretty lucky to get M10s all these times. I didn't want AT guns because they'd just get sniped by my opponent's sniper. So M10s are the way to go. Flank around the back of my opponent's tiger, not my tiger. Obviously I don't have a tiger, I'm playing as the Americans. And my opponent has actually pushed up a little too far. I was actually scared when he pushed up this far. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm getting pushed back into my base again. But he pushed up too far, and now he can't really get his tiger out of there. In fact, he doesn't try very hard. He assumes he's not going to die. I'm backing up my M10 to go kill the stew, but that didn't work out. My mortar died, And now I have a rifle squad coming around the back of the left side to try and kill the stew. I also sent on artillery just for safe measure, but boy was that stupid. Watch this. Watch this. Yeah. Just lost over half my rifle squad because of my own artillery. That was really stupid of me. So I really should have gone with either a sticky or artillery, not both. I tried to go with both and it didn't work out. My inmate is almost dead. His tiger is dead. He has a stew firing at my infantry. I am surprised that shot didn't do much damage. My one-man rifle squad is capturing the victory point. I am so desperate to go ahead and finish this game, because at some point these stews and tigers are going to wear down on me. Even though I've already killed 3 tigers, it's at some point going to wear down on me. So, yeah. I've killed 3 tigers and I've used 4 OMCGs, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, yeah, that's right. So we're going to have a 4th tiger here at some point, if not already. I wasn't watching the screen as I was counting. And at some point here, I'm going to be like, yeah, 4 tigers already on the field. I'm like, how many munitions do you have? Because I assume he's using manpower blitz to get the tigers, where you spend munitions in exchange for getting manpower. I assume that's how he was getting so many tigers. And I assume he has the plus 16 munitions point at the bottom right of the map, OP'd, but in fact he does not, and he didn't OP it this whole game actually. But he was still somehow using manpower blitz to kill these tigers and the manpower income as well, I am sure. So I spent 4 OMCGs, he has 4 tigers, and with this tiger I have nothing to counter it with. I'm waiting again for an OMCG, off-map combat group, because that's the only hope. I spend 800 manpower, which is an investment, but I get so much more out of it, and it's totally worth it. And here's my inmate trying to save the day, preventing him from capturing that victory point. Sadly, he did decap the victory point. I would have won if he didn't decap it when he had 2 remaining. 2 more is all I need to get down on him. But I have my inmate protecting against any infantry that decide to try and capture this victory point. And it actually does a pretty good job, as you can see. And I knew my opponent... Oh, watch this tiger shot, watch this tiger shot. Is it going to hit my rifle squad? Will it hit my rifle squad? It misses! Oh my god, I had the point. GG, that is it. That one tiger shot is what would have done me in. I would have lost. Because all I have left is an M8 and a one-man not rifle squad, ranger squad. I wouldn't have even had that rifle squad if that shot had hit. I also do have a 5-man rifle squad over on the right, but they wouldn't have survived all the tiger stuff and all. So that tiger shot, if it had hit, I would have probably lost this game. If it had not hit, which in fact it did not hit, it missed, I won. So that was just awesome. Oh man, that was close. That one tiger shot was the crucial shot. I was relying so much on it to miss. I didn't retreat my 1-man rifle squad because I really wanted to capture the victory point and just get this over with. So it worked out. It worked out well. My opponent had a lot more than me left, but as I was saying before I was talking about the tiger shot, all he had for infantry was pioneers. That was it, so I knew my inmate could easily take care of whatever infantry he brought on. I was actually pretty close to an OMCG. I have 778 manpower, so maybe I would have been able to win still. I don't know. Who knows? It would rely on whether or not I got M10s out of the OMCG. I'd need more M10s to take care of the tiger. But yeah, my opponent had more left than I did. He had a tiger and a stew, both of which are vet 2. And then there's a bunker that I didn't use artillery on. But yeah, I won. Very, very close. Very, very close ending there. I'm circling the point with my mouse here because I wanted to indicate there was never an observation point on that point. Observation post on that point, even though I thought there was. So he may have been using manpower blitz, but he didn't have the OP. And I had 5/3 of his score. 50k versus 30k. So yeah. He did, look at that infantry points that he has. He did so much more killing of infantry than I did. That was insane. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. That's it for the video because, well, that's it. That was a really close ending. Crazy micro at the end. I can't believe I microed so well. This got me to rank 12 as Americans, so that was awesome. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys. We're playing on the Scheldt, and if you don't know this map, it's basically a 3v3 with a ton of checkpoints. And fun fact, I have not played this map since the opposing front's beta, so I don't know